Sup nerds, this is Nick with a review of the Kominsky method. Does Chuck Lorre still have that comedy magic, or is it time for him to hang in the towel? Stay tuned to find out. Hey, that Movie Nerds team is pretty awesome. You know what's also awesome? Our channel itself. Like, share, and subscribe this video. So, also don't forget to follow our page and keep an eye out. We do competitions and so much more nerdy goodness. Yes, that's my cat, but that's alright. He's part of it now. Go, kitty, go. So, nerds, let's talk about the Kominsky method. New show on Netflix from director and producer, screenwriter Chuck Lorre. Now, personal note. Chuck Lorre is not a director I have ever liked. 2.5 Men and Big Bang Theory didn't appeal. What? A show about nerds hanging out together? That's my life with my friends. What? A show about 2 men trying to raise a kid? No thank you. 2 Men and a Baby did better. But now to watch Chuck Lorre take advantage of something interesting. Now at Sheldon, Chuck Lorre moved away from studio canned laughter and started doing his own thing, handling it without being able to be prompting the audience to laugh. So with the Kominsky method, we get pure single camera dramedy. And it's about a guy by the name of Sandy Kominsky, played by Michael Douglas. Douglas plays a failed actor who is an excellent teacher in Hollywood trying to make things survive. He hangs with his friend Norman, he gets into a relationship with a fellow student named Lisa, and his daughter is also there trying to pick up the pieces he leaves behind. So here is the thing. Chuck Lorre wrote and directed the first episode, and from that alone, I'm converted. Chuck Lorre really not only nails the tone of the series, keeping it consistent, but in terms of his writing direction, it's great. And look, every show is built on the starring power of who's in it. Picking Michael Douglas for a comedy show, incredible. Douglas has always been an absolutely impeccable performer, and in this he really hits the crustiness of Sandy. He basically keeps him a very somewhat unlikable but lovable fellow because he's part of that new flawed dynamic we have in comedy. Norman, played by Alan Arkin. Now, he's the highlight of the show. Now, Michael Douglas is probably going to be nominated for an acting award, but Alan Arkin is easily going to win it. He is wonderfully combative, snarky. His sarcastic wit and timing is great. Ricardo Montalban once said that comedy is all about timing and reaction, and Alan Arkin in every scene just works off of everyone. There's also Lisa, who's played by Nancy, and she does a great job, and there's a lot of other great additions in there. We also get Chuck Lorre showing off his ability to bring in major names such as Jay Leno, Patti LaBelle, Lisa Edelstein from House, who plays Norman's daughter. Every episode builds on a particular theme. Because it's episodic and not serialized, it's able to play off the usual situation comedy, but the history of each episode links into each other very well. If I had to compare this to any other program, I'd compare it to Frankie and Grace on Netflix. Another great series starring Jane Fonda. If you haven't seen it, add to your watch list. Now, here's the thing. Frankie and Grace is a story of 2 women. Kominsky method is a story of 2 men, but both couldn't be any different from each other in terms of coming to conclusions about what it's like to get older. And trust me, you'll want to see both series. Even if you're not within the age demographic it's aiming at, I still think you should add to your collection. It's got great performances, wonderful timing, but most of all, it's fun. Wicked fun, great dialogue, snappy lines. Check it out. So nerds, that's all from me. Stay tuned to our channel. Keep an eye out for great content coming through every day. I'm Nick, and I'll see you nerds at the movies.